I'm Amber Deegan, and we are here live on the red carpet at the Santa Monica College Performing Arts Center for the Everybody Loves to Laugh fundraiser benefiting Harvest Home.
How do you do? Hello.
Hello.
You're very tall and statuesque and lovely.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure. I had nothing to do with it.
So tell us a little bit about this organization that you're supporting this evening.
Harvest Home is new to me. Ray invited me to be part of this evening, and then I found out what they do. But they really are unique. They fill a very unique niche in the charity community. They specifically cater to young pregnant women who find themselves homeless during their pregnancies. And apparently they take them in, they shelter them, nurture them, get them through their pregnancies, and then look to get them set up, them and their children set up after delivery and get started on a new path. It sounds astonishing. I don't know how they do it. And it's not a huge organization. They deal with a small number of women at one time. But like I say, truly unique. And boy, if you find yourself in that position, this is a godsend. So.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about how you got hooked with the organization. Did Ray invite you, or how?
Yeah, this is all Ray Romano's fault. And if it doesn't go well, I want to reiterate, it's all Ray Romano's fault.
Yeah.
He said to me, why don't you come down and do 20 minutes of stand-up? I said, I don't have 20 minutes of stand-up. And you, of all people, should know it takes a while to come up with 20 minutes. So I've been working on a stand-up act for other reasons, and we're going to play with some of it tonight. If it goes wrong, please be kind. I just don't know. I have no idea.
Absolutely. I doubt that it will go wrong.
Well, you say that now, but I see you sharpening the knives. I see your eyes getting all beady. Oh, he's going to say something stupid. I can tell. I can see. No, it's going to be fun.
No, not at all. You are amazing. I've watched you for many, many years. And
just don't say you grew up with me, because I know I'm old, but really, it's like a knife through the heart when I hear it.
Tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind some of your career roles.
Well, it's not so much that you get inspired and then you take a role on. It's you get fortunate enough that somebody looks at your work and goes, I'd like to play with him, and then the experience turns out to be kind of wonderful or inspiring or successful or whatever it may be. And I was lucky enough to stumble into a couple of those that have not only been extraordinary fun, but have things like Pretty Woman and Seinfeld. Those are life-changing experiences. I was a little theater actor from New York who never expected any of this, and it's just been this unbelievable detour. And I'm as shocked as anybody else with what's gone on in my life.
So, some advice for aspiring actors?
Study. Everything that you learn can actually become a part of this craft. And the wonderful thing now is. The world's kind of your oyster. It used to be you couldn't perform your craft unless somebody gave you a stage or someone hired you in a film or a television show. But this technology and access to a global audience is so available to everybody now that a lot of young people are just making stuff. They're not waiting for a job, they're making jobs. And that's really the key to success.
So speaking of technology, in your spare time, what are you reading on your Kindle?
I just finished an interesting book. It's not a new book. It's from by a guy named Michael Francese, who is one of the few, if maybe not only, guys who was a prominent member of the New York Mafia who walked away. Paid a price for it to a certain degree, but really changed his life. And he's become an acquaintance of mine over the last couple of years, and I was fascinated by his story. So, Michael Francese, by gosh. And if I don't say that, I'm sure the mob will gun me down. So I'm happy to promote it.
Awesome. And one last question: what's upcoming for you? Where can we find you in the future?
I just shot a film called Lucky Stiff. It's a little movie musical. I have no idea when it'll be out. And next week I start directing Mike and Molly for a couple of weeks. So I'm harder to find because I am focused a little more behind the camera than I am in front of it these days. But we're working on a pilot project that would put me back on screen if we can make it come together. And as soon as it comes, I'll look you up and tell you.
Awesome.
All right.
So what do you prefer better, behind or in front of the camera?
They're very different. There's something very, very engaging about being a director because you're firing on a lot more levels. You're involved in many more ways than you ever are as an actor. And if someone gives me a great role as an actor, there's nothing better in the world because I'm an actor at heart. But a lot of the stuff, that comes my way of late is a little less interesting than I would like at this point in my life. And I find that even if I were, and thank God I'm not, but even if I were to work on a piece or a project that wasn't the best thing in the world, working on it from a directing point of view is very engaging, very challenging. And so I'm kind of intrigued with that whole world.
And a little bit about your poker experience. I know that you've done a lot in terms of charity with poker. Tell us about that.
Yes, when it comes to playing poker and giving money away or making money for other people, I am so good. I love the game. I have been a student of it seriously for the last 10 years or so, as is this guy behind me. And it's a great phenomenon in the charity world. It's a really nice tool for charities. And I keep going to the World Series of Poker, just another man with a dream. So far, it's a dream deferred.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Take care. My pleasure.
We're sending you back this way because are you going to